All right, Matt, get us going.
Yeah, hey Dave, you were talking earlier this week that you wanted your older hitters to step up for you, and I mean those were the guys that got the big hits for you in the eighth inning. How good did that feel to see that happen?
Yeah, it was big time when Kim hit that Oppo homer. Right when it left the bat, we said that's gone. Two strikes, I think, no ball, two strike. That was a big swing. Cut that lead back down to one, and then some things happened throughout the inning. New hit the ball. When the game was tied, New hit the ball to the shortstop, and we could tell he got caught in between. It was hit hard, and once it kicked off, it was going to be bang bang because New was running, really getting down the line, and you know you saw it, 2 runs scored, and a couple of pitches later, Pompey hits a 2-run homer. That was really big, and yeah, so it was a good win on the road.
LeBron made that error that allowed those runs come home, like you were talking about. They made a couple of plays though earlier in the game where like a ball shoots off the foot of the pitcher and looks like that could be a base hit for Micah, and Ryder Helfrich had one where LeBron took it away from him first inning, I think. You feel like maybe that all kind of averaged out at the end?
Yeah, and the second baseman made a couple of nice backhand plays that were kind of do or die. And yeah, I mean, when New hit the ball off the reliever's leg, we're thinking right when left the bat, we're thinking runners at first, third, nobody out, possibly for sure first and second. And the ball, ricochets right to the second baseman, throws out New, who obviously can really run. You kind of thinking, man, is things just aren't going our way. And but the guys stayed strong and put together that big inning in the sixth. So that was, yeah, I would say maybe some things evened out just a little bit.
You brought Parker Coyle in, and he got you out of a little bit of a bind there in the ninth. What did you think about the performance that he had, and what did you think about Ethan McIlvaine in his outing?
Well, Coyle got us. It wasn't more than a little bit of a bind. It was kind of do or die there at the end, and we worked our way in. And Ethan hits a batter with 2 strikes on him for the second inning in a row, and he just didn't have his stuff. He didn't command it, and Parker came in and he got us some outs real quick, and that was big time.
Hunter Dietz looked like, I mean, this is 2 weeks in a row where he's given you a really strong outing on the road. You like what you're seeing from him?
Oh, he was outstanding tonight. I mean, he pitched great, honestly. About the fourth inning, he got his curveball. He had the cutter and the fastball, changeup, and then he was leaving the breaking ball up, and then all of a sudden he got it, and he got to use that a little bit. And I mean, he threw 107 pitches, 6 innings, but I guarantee you, with a little bit of rest, if we could have hit a little bit more, he would have been saying, "I need to go back out." He's strong. It seemed like he got better as the game went on.
Yeah.
Jackson, go ahead.
Sure. Dave, just what can you say about the importance of the two doubles from Souza and Aloy in that big inning to kind of start things and then make sure, or after coach will start things and then just make sure it got down the line to the next batter from Cujillo?
Yeah, it was Souza went out and hooked the ball just past the first baseman inside the bag, and you know, all of a sudden we got the tie and run at second base and 1 out. And then, obviously Robinette strikes out and didn't have a good game tonight offensively. And then, Aloy got the big hit. He hit it hard and it backhand play, and it got by the third baseman for a double, obviously. And then that's when it got crazy. And sometimes you just got to put the bat on the ball and give yourself a shot, and that's what we did.
Were you a little surprised they didn't go to Banks there for the Cujillo at bat?
Well, if you look at the lefty that was in there, um, his numbers are actually better against righties than they are against lefties. Now, you know, I guess hindsight's 2020. They're probably thinking that over there, but at the time they had I guess it was tied, and they probably wanted to try to get in and get the lead, and so then they got him hot, and he only threw 4 pitches, but he still had to get loose, and yeah. So anyway.
Uh, was the plan tonight to use Gackle as a bridge to McIlvaine, or were you hoping maybe for a little bit longer from what Gackle gave you tonight?
Oh, we wanted a lot more from Gackle tonight. He ended up throwing like 30 pitches. Um, yeah, no, we would have liked for him to finish the game, but once we got the lead, once we got it tied, we had McIlvain getting loose, and then just things happen. So we needed to get a win. We needed to win on a Friday, and so we took Gabe out. So Gabe ought to be able to go one of the next 2 days for us.
Just what I mean, TJ's had his fair share of struggles, but he's got two of the biggest hits for you guys in SEC play. I mean, what's that say about him? He's been at least he's had some clutch moments throughout this season now.
Yeah, he's hanging in. I mean, and I think as it bat earlier, he smoked one foul down the line on a breaking ball, and just pulled it a little bit. But his at bats have been better. I think he's swinging the bat pretty good right now. His batting practice, pregame stuff. I mean, he's hitting the ball really hard. So, I'm just kind of got him down there as a second leadoff man, kind of hiding him a little bit.
Thank you.
Matt, you got anything else?
Yeah, just one more. I mean, I know every Friday win is big, but they had won 18 in a row at home as the longest winning streak in the country. They've been so good there. Does it feel a little bit, I don't know if extra is the right word, but getting the win against a team that's been so good at home on Friday, I wonder how big that is for you.
Yeah, it's super big. We knew the numbers, and they're pretty amazing. It's hard. You figure something's going to happen in 18 games. It's going to change that. But, we had a run like that a few years ago at home. So sometimes you just have a little magic at home. Sometimes you don't. But they did, except tonight. We kind of flipped it on them. And, like I said, they're a really good team. We haven't won the series yet. And told the team that, and they know it. So it was a good win, but we still got a lot of work to do here.
And I think you were playing the splits a little bit, playing Christian Turner against their right-hander, and it ended up working out for you. That hit that he had, you end up scoring, one of your runs. How did you feel like he played?
Yeah, I mean, he did a nice job. His first at bat, he hit the first pitch, and he was a little late, and he fouled, went down the left field line and was caught. And then his second at bat, he slapped that ball down the line. It was beautiful, and he came around to score. I think to tie that game up. I think that's the way it went down. So, yeah, he played good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, just one more, Dave. Sorry, I wanted to, it didn't matter in the end, but just your perspective of Rutenbar getting thrown out. It looked like he was going to get in there pretty easily on the broadcast, and then he wasn't. Just a great relay. Something go wrong rounding third? What was your perspective on that
Yeah,
play?
I'm not sure. I want to look at it again. That ball went to the right center field gap, and they threw the shortstop is a tremendous player. Usually he's a second cut, but they have him lead that because he's got such a good arm. So he took it and made an absolutely perfect throw to the plate. Yeah, I don't know if he stumbled somewhere. He's not super fast, but he's not slow either. But yeah, it was. We thought that there might have been some obstruction there. We knew that that they tagged him out, but we thought he might have been blocking the plate before he had the ball, and it was really close. But it looked like they made the right call on that one.
Coach, for shoot time.
Okay.